it's good to be a child. A child. I wish people would remain children forever. But that is not the case because you have to grow up and face life. And guys, I'm here thinking about the time I was a child. And I remember how we used to play with the rains. We could go and slide in the mud. You know, that time that it is very muddy, you just go there and slide. And you fall in the mud. And you know, you fall like, pop, and then you rise up with all the mud on your back and you're headed home, and then you go and you're like, oh mud, oh muddy, and you know it's your mom who washes those clothes. And we used to be beaten, guys. You remember? Hey, I don't know if you remember because I don't know if I'm talking to people that grew up that time, that we used to go to school and bare feet, barefooted, bare feet. Teach me the English, guys. Bare feet or barefooted? Yes, you know what I mean. We used to go without shoes, and guys, we could enjoy during the rainy season. And what we used to do is to slide in the mud as we were coming back from school with our bags, school bags on our backs, and yet we are still sliding in the mud and even wanting to walk in the rains. Instead of looking for or waiting for the rains to subside, that's the time we wanted to walk in the rain so that we can slide well, whee, and then you go and fall with your pop. I don't want to say that name. Back there, tap, and then you rise up and get home. Let me tell you, the minute you enter that gate, and your mom is somewhere seated in the kitchen waiting for you people to come from school. Then she sees you come in with all mud, with all muddy in your school shorts, your school dress, muddy. That because you have fallen in the while striding, and then she calls you. My mom used to call us, come here, Jane, and I would go there and hear what has happened to your dress, and you know she's a no-nonsense woman. I think I took it from her because even my seriousness, sometimes people tell me, but you are so serious. No. I pray to God that He gives me that face, that loveliness in the face, that people will not tell me that I'm serious, but people keep telling me that I'm very, very serious. So guys, welcome to this YouTube channel, and then subscribe to this channel. Let us grow. Kindly give me that subscription because we need to grow. And guys, my mom would call me, come here, what happened to your uniform? And I was like, oh mom, I slid and fell. And you're like, come closer. And you're like, are you a child to slide? Don't I see, don't I know that you are sliding in the mud? Look at the way you are all rained on. You must have been sliding in the mud. How would you slide? Where did you slide? Because the geography. Our mothers knows the location of our schools, and there's no hill or any slopey ground. So you go saying that you slid and fell, and then she beats you up. So our mom would call me and then say, come here, come here, come here. And let me tell you the next thing you are told to do. Go and fetch the sticks from the fence. Go and fetch the sticks. And let me tell you, if you come with a thin stick, I'll use the mwiko. You know mwiko? Mwiko is that thing that wooden bar that our moms used to make ugali with. Or we still make our ugali as Kenyans with that wooden stick. We make our ugali with that. And that's the one that she used to cook ugali for us with. And she would tell me, go and fetch sticks from the fence. And if you come with thin ones, I'll use this ugali stick. So what I would do is I go to the fence, I fetch those sticks, and I bring 2. Then I'm told, go and bring 2 more. Strong ones, so that when I beat you up, you feel the pain, so that you don't do that tomorrow. So I would go and fetch those sticks, and that time I'm trembling. And let me tell you, if our mom ever beat you, and you refuse to cry, hey, she'll beat you all the more. So you are showing me how thick-headed you are. You cannot even shed any tears. Hey, you're trying to show me how thick-headed you are, and you would be beaten. Then let me tell you, she tells you that, and then the next time she's beating you, you start crying within the first beating. And she tells me, why are you crying? Why are you crying? You're trying to show me tears. Whom are you showing tears? and you are beaten up again. You are beaten all the more because you have cried. So our moms never wanted us to cry when they beat us, and again they never wanted us to not cry, because if we don't cry, we are showing them how thick-headed we are. So now you just wondered, what do they want? If you cry, you are bad. If you don't cry, you are thick-headed, and you are trying to show her that you have a thick head. So now we used to just sit like that. They beat us. But let me tell you, as from sliding in the rain, we had to stop. But I could see other children in the compound still doing it, or in the school doing it, and I wondered if their moms were not beating them, because us, we were beaten, but still the sliding continued. The sliding continued. In fact, the only time that we could slide is when our mom has gone somewhere, like on a weekend, and it happens to rain, and we are just there with my sisters and my brothers. We could just go outside and slide in the rain, and if we fell, we would go and hide that dress or that pair of shorts. As for my brothers, we would hide it very far until the time we will go to the river, and then we can wash it in the river. You know, we used to wash clothes in the river. So we could go and wash it in the river where there's a lot of water, and you hit it against a stone like this, and then you hang it there for it to dry before our moms get to know. But guys, life those days, it never used to be a joke. Hey, it never used to be a joke. You could not joke around with a parent. Your parent would have killed you. You know. Anyway, there's no parent that ever killed a child, but you used to be beaten, to be disciplined. And we were very disciplined, by the way. And that is why we were even performing well in school, because if you performed poorly in class, you would be beaten. If you dropped in marks, you'd still be beaten. If you don't do your homework, you'd be beaten at home, and you are beaten in school. So we used to be very, very disciplined. And I thank God because of our parents. Guys, how are you brought up? What your parents instilling discipline in you? And how was it when you were growing up? Oh my God, that was my story. That was my time. And now, guys, please subscribe to this channel. We'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. Love you.